So you adjusted that last one.
Hmm.
At the last, was there something you were thinking about?
Well, if I understand this, I mean, I think overall you know, it, I felt like we were really in sync in terms of what was concerning me, and I definitely feel comfortable. Um, but I think initially, because I, I kind of feel like the way we're going about this is maybe not quite where I'd hoped it would be. Um, I guess I initially thought maybe we were more off than I really think we are. So um, I think overall I feel real comfortable, and this is good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that one part.
So you felt like initially we were off. Do you mean initially in the beginning part of our conversation, or here at the end you thought initially?
I mean initially when I was thinking about it here in
Okay.
the end, like I thought maybe it didn't go, because we were off in terms of how we were approaching it. But
Mhm.
then I actually realized I do feel a little bit better, and I feel
You
more
do.
comfortable. So
That's great.
that's why I adjusted it up.
Okay, good. So it did feel like I heard and understood what you said.
Yeah.
And somehow just talking about things oftentimes helps.
Yeah.
At the same time, it looks like you've given me some really specific feedback as well. If we look at the marks here, on goals and topics, we're a little bit lower than we are on understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And on the approach and the method, the way we work together today,
Yeah.
it looks like you would have preferred something in addition to what we did.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
I think we drifted a bit.
Okay.
More than I was hoping. I wanted to talk a little bit more about my relationship, and I felt like we started to, but then we moved into some other stuff. And
Okay.
so,
And so you would like to have talked more about the relationship, what was
Yeah.
going on with your partner,
yeah,
but somehow or other it ended up drifting.
right.
And would you like me to sort of put it back, or are you thinking maybe I sort of drifted into things that I thought were interesting, or how do you think about that?
Put it back.
Would you have hoped that I might structure and say, hey, Bob, let's get back on track? Or were you thinking, hey, Scott, why are you taking me off track?
Yeah, well, I kind of wondered. I thought you knew what you were doing.
That is never a safe assumption.
So I kind of went with the flow.
This is really important for me, what you've said, because it tells me, number one, I need to stay frosty and make sure that I'm not taking us off track. It also sounds like you're giving me permission to ask when we're working together in the future, are we on the right track here during the visit? Make sure that we're not drifting off into subjects that may not be as important as what the concern is about your partner. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that we did here today or did not do, these two pieces, that might prevent you from coming back for a second time?
Not now. I mean, we had a chance to talk about it. I think I probably would have gone out and thought a little bit more about it. I think I would have made an appointment, but I would have gone and thought about it a little
Okay.
bit more.
All right.
But this makes me feel better about that you don't think that that you're interested in really what I have to say about this, rather than you kind of feel like where this needs to go.
Okay, absolutely. And sometimes I can get off on a tangent, and I will be mindful of that in the future times that we work together.
Well, I haven't done this before, so I don't really know what
Perfect.
is supposed to happen anyway, so that helps.
This really is it. Having a dialogue, making sure that you leave here feeling like I got what I came here for. And if something occurs to you after our conversation today and you think, I really want Scott to know this, you could either text me that. If you're not comfortable with that, you could give me a call.
Okay.
Would you prefer that I call you to check in midweek, or what are you thinking?
That'd be fine.
It would be okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good enough. And so then let's just look at our books and see when we can get back together again.
Okay.
Perfect.